This video is for, I already have a jumper, are you serious? Monday, February 22nd. And I guess hot out the gate, we're already pulling cards. Okay. I wanted to say I was using the Wonderland in Tarot in Wonderland. I don't know what this deck is called, but it's Alice. First card is the Hermit, which is actually quite perfect if you're on the seacoast in New England. We're going into the dead of winter now, right? So we're taking some time for ourselves, and it's pretty illuminating, actually. Oh golly, we are very active. Okay, King of Swords. So through this sort of isolation period, and it's not a forced isolation as it was last year, it's more of a self-care sort of situation where you may be taking more time for yourself, putting some distance, boundaries up with people you normally are spending quite a bit of time with. And there's nothing wrong with this at all. It's actually good. It's good for you to take a step back and just spend time with yourself. And through that, there's something really wonderful to learn by doing this. These two cards together are telling me that you're learning something about yourself through this process. And I really think that's what calls our soul to do that. Okay. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reversed. So it's, again, stepping back from others that you may have a very close partnership with, in business or your social circle, maybe even taking a step back from your religious practices too, just separating yourself from spirit. And that's okay. We need to do that from time to time just to get grounded and again, like I said, find what our truth is. And ooh, Six of Cups reversed as well. So you're not, this is also actually really good. I'm getting that you're not finding pleasure in the meaningless, trivial things of life that you maybe have up until this point, or you've kind of found more satisfaction in lately as a short-term solution to filling a void. And those are no longer working for you, which may be the catalyst for going in deeper with yourself, taking that step back. Yeah, you're sort of like reaching your hand out for what is the purpose of life. And that's such a huge existential question, but it's wanting to find meaningfulness in more heartfelt, genuine relationships with experiences that are more than just, your trivial in and out daily things that make you happy. Something more, no longer feeling fulfilled by that. The void needs to be filled in a long-term, more genuine way than it has before. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, you got the King and the Queen actually. So together it's that real embodiment and the act of using that information that you have, using your internal compass more to obtain a sense of direction as to what's going to get you to that point where that void is filled more permanently, more healthily. Is that a word? More healthy? Yep, Two of Cups reversed. So you really do you kind of have to go at this one alone. And it's not even in a sad way. It might feel a little bit sad sometimes because it's such a different way of being that you're used to. You're used to having a lot of folks around you or being in communication with a lot of people. And they might even think that something's wrong or you're slipping into like depression or something. And that's really not the case. It's just you've reached a point in your life where solitude is welcomed. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. It's a welcomed experience at the moment. Okay. Ace of Swords reversed. I think that what you're learning about yourself, what your personal truth is not something that is an epiphany. You've actually known this in your bones for a long time, and you may have recognized it logically in your brain. It may have connected before, and then you sort of go through the spiral where you're kind of lose touch of that for a while, and now you're coming back to it again. It's that, I don't want to say a circle of life because that's not really what I mean, but it's cyclical. You come back to it, you leave it, and you come back again. You're doing like the hokey pokey. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. But it's always resonating in your bones, which is great because you haven't lost sight of it completely. It comes back around when it needs to, which is now. Four of Cups reversed. So it's giving you the option to just like let things be, be as passive as you want to with certain things that are going on. Just taking that step back. It's just so good for you right now. You don't have to make big decisions. It's putting things off that you don't need to even touch right now. That's a self-care ritual in itself, is just letting things be. I'll figure it out later. That's a future me problem. But also, I think there's sort of a dichotomy here where you are taking a passive approach with things, but then on the other side of the spectrum, you're also becoming more inspired and more energized towards certain things that are more of your soul calling. Okay, Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's coming in a little bit chaotic right now. I'm trying to slow it down and get it to make sense. Actually, I'm gonna pull another card for clarity. Okay, the Lovers. So there's a choice here in how you move forward in your solitude. This is going to be a very short-lived period, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And I think you're going to also kind of wrestle with what you have been able to achieve up until this point. Looking back on how you've sort of perfected your passions. I'm going to say passions because I don't think that this is career oriented, but it's something that you're very passionate about and you're skilled at. The way that you've gone about harnessing that skill set and refining it and putting all your love and effort into it, you're going to have a choice on how you proceed with that going forward. I think it's going to be one of those things where you're either super passionate about it or you're not anymore. And the solitude is bringing that to realization, like, I might be really good at this, but I don't love doing it like I used to. And that can be a really jarring experience, trying to understand where that's coming from, and is it a temporary feeling or is it actually a shift in where you want to go. So I think that that's going to be sort of what blooms out of this solitude period, is deciding if the time spent on building up this skill set was worth it. I don't know if that's really the way I want to put it, but that's how it came out. So is it worth it? Is it where I want to be? Do I want to continue to do this because I didn't feel like I've really enjoyed it? I just went with the flow. And it's not really where my soul is calling me. So that's interesting. I think that's going to be a different answer for everybody, right? And okay, Magician reversed. If you, is it one or the other? No. Okay. So regardless of whether you continue to move forward or you want to absolutely shift something out, change it up, and try a new passion, go after something else that's been calling for you, you don't quite have everything that you need in either capacity to move forward. So there's something else that's coming. Another resource, it might be another person that kind of comes in to help develop this further, or you need to consider trying something new, learning something new, taking a new class, even going on YouTube, using whatever resources you have available to build up a what is that word I'm looking for? I'm so tongue-tied today. Like a companion skill set to what you are already super good at. There's something new that can come in that will help you push this forward, because you've kind of gone it as far as you could already with what you have. And now it's time to bring something new in to sort of freshen it up and offer that service in a new way. And so if you've been looking for that sign to like go for it, take this new class, invest in learning something new, a new skill set, highly encourage you to do that, or to at least research it in your period of solitude. So I'm going to leave it at that. That is your message for Monday, February 22nd. And have a wonderful week. Okay, take care.